And so permit me to say that we need to step away from thinking 30 is the cutoff mark. Because I feel like you can still change careers at any age.
Of course.
Depending on where you're interested.
Yeah, I feel so too.
But don't forget that to change your career, it has to be something you think you want. Not everybody wants to change a career. Some people are business people. A lot of jobs actually is transferable skills. So I have been privy to be part of like interview panels sometimes to recruit for some senior roles. And by the time they get to the selection process, you hear things like, yeah, that person has a can-do attitude. Maybe they didn't answer the questions as good as someone that just came with a straight face and answered all the 50 questions right. But it's the personality that came out. So there are skills that you acquire from every job and you have to pay attention to them.
Do you wake up every morning dreading your job? Have you ever wondered if it's simply too late to start over after 30? Today we are proving that age isn't the barrier, fear is. Our guest made a bold career change and she is sharing what really happened, the challenges, the lessons, and why it might be the best decision she ever made. If you ever thought about changing careers, this episode is for you. You're welcome.
I'm happy to be here and thanks for having me.
Oh, we are so happy to have you here too.
You weren't always in your current career. Tell us, what did you originally want to become and where did your journey begin?
It's a very broad question in the sense that what did I originally want to be? I'll start from there. So I feel like a certain demographic of us, so some of us that grew up within a certain period of time back home in Nigeria, studied courses that were either available or courses our parents wanted. Not everyone had the luxury to actually know this is exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
So we went to school based on I've gotten admission for medicine, I've gotten admission for accounting, that sort of thing. And that defined our careers. I feel like a big number of us, that's how it happened. So my first degree was in electrical engineering. I studied engineering, I finished, and I just assumed I was going to have a career in engineering. But right after uni, I did a bit of engineering, yes, but I then got into IT. That was from Nigeria. So I thought I was going to be a programmer. I did courses, but it didn't work. Then I thought I was going to be like an IT guru in something in my job, but I wasn't sure what. Anyway, I then came into this country and I came as a student, but then the way I moved in terms of career was a bit all over the place. So as a student, I did a bit of student jobs, so a bit of care, administrator, but my main sort of roles were around customer service.
Oh, I see.
So for a big chunk of my years at the beginning of my career when I came here was into customer services.
Oh, okay.
So it was at that point I started thinking, I can't do this forever. I have to start looking for other ways. And I think that was where the whole idea of what I wanted to do next started. That's where the inception of it started from. So if I talk a bit about it, I'll digress a bit because when you come into this country, it's different. So it's either you are coming in as a family or you are coming as a single person. If you are single, you have the luxury to do, okay, I'll do this a bit, I'll do this a bit, I'll do this a bit. If you are a family, the main point is I want to make money. So it's any career that will give money you are looking for. So I feel like if you come as a family, you don't have the luxury to choose and pick. I started out as a single student, so it was easy for me to test different things.
Right.
So yes, I started out from there. There was a bit of a break in the whole customer service journey when the immigration part of my journey started, because at a point I had to stop working. So during that break was when I went back to the drawing board, because by this time it was already a family with one daughter. So
Right.
it was no longer I can do this, I
can do
this, I
that.
can do that. So I started thinking, how do I get back into my career of engineering? And I know that engineering in Nigeria is different from engineering here.
Exactly.
It's totally different. I thought I wanted to do that. I went back and started doing courses in, there was a course BT was running there to teach people how to do installations of sockets and
You don't mean it.
all of that fun stuff. Now, the bit I missed was back in Nigeria, I worked a bit with NEPA.
My
So I used to
goodness.
follow them about in vans where they go and like cut people's lights and all that stuff. So it wasn't new to me. A lot of people think it's a man's job.
It sounds that way.
But they used to put us at the back of the van, especially when we were doing IT. And we just follow them. Not that we were cutting the light or we're fixing the poles, but so I think that gave me that drive that you can do it.
Anything.
There's no role that is like gender specific. So I did this course in that BT had done then. I think it was like a 3-month course. And I think for me that was the beginning of my career, because shortly after that I then got an opportunity to get into BT,
I
which is
see.
British Telecom.
Yeah.
So again, it helps because I had done that course and they saw that I had a first degree in electrical engineering. So that sort of opened the door to where I am today.
Right. So you've already answered my second question, which was what did you do before what you're doing now? You've already answered that. So many people believe once you are over 30, you should stay in one career forever. Why do you think so many people decide to change careers after 30?
And so permit me to say that we need to step away from thinking 30 is the cutoff mark. Because I feel like you can still change careers at any age.
Of course.
Depending on where you're interested.
Yeah, I feel so
So
too.
for those that are listening, don't be scared that 30 is where we draw the line. Because yes, people are scared to change careers at 30 because by this time, I don't want to say the bulk majority, but most people already have a family. They have commitments. There's rent to pay, there's bills to pay, and all of that. So the fear of stepping away from what you know to the unknown is what sometimes I feel keeps people stuck. Because it's like, okay, if I change careers from what I'm currently doing, how will I pay the bills? How will I feed my family? I'm talking about this environment. It could be different if we are back at home in Africa. But for here, you are scared or people are scared because of the unknown.
That's right.
But personally, I think there are ways around it.
What is that way around it?
So don't forget that to change your career, it has to be something you think you want. Not everybody wants to change a career. Some people are business people. I'll give you an instance. I have a cousin who grew up, his parents are business people. They've always done business all their lives. So he has learned the business skills that you pick up on the street. I'm not talking about the ones you pick up by going to learn a course in business administration. He has learned, he can sell you anything because he grew up in that environment. So using him as an example, he's not someone who is bent on, I must have a career, I must be doing this. He wants to do business and it's whatever is in season. Now, you said something about a lot of people being scared.
Yeah.
Changing
careers. Yeah.
There's something you call the market demand. So if you are not on the line of business, and let's use the Western world as an example. Market demand could mean that right now something is booming. That's where the jobs are. Everyone goes
Everybody
there.
wants to what's that?
Now that closes down. It's tech. Tech is the new market demand.
Now, yeah.
Everybody wants tech. When I said there are ways around it, yes, you could. There's different ways to get into tech. But I won't advise anybody to leave what they are currently doing just because they want to change their career.
Wow.
I'll say you do it in tandem to each other.
Okay.
So I said something before that I started out with customer service. And then I started thinking, okay, then there was the immigration break. And then I got back into customer services. Then I got this job with BT. Now, when I got into BT, I didn't get into a professional role. It was like a technical advisor thing.
Okay.
But I knew where I wanted to go. So I won't say because I knew where I wanted to go, I won't take that job. So I was doing that, and I was doing trainings in the evening
Right.
around what I thought I wanted to do. So it's understanding that you have to learn to run two things at the same time. So yes, a lot of us around here have our day jobs, and then we have the other things we do at the side. Either it's buying and selling, either it's baking, it's cooking.
Yeah.
Able to make ends meet.
Meets, yeah.
So we can't say we will leave one for the other. So I think it's a journey. People should sort of understand that you can run two things at the same time. But to be able to change your career, there should be that hunger that you want to change it. If the hunger is not there, it's a waste of time.
Oh, so will you say it was the hunger for it that made you to change your career from customer service to what you're doing now?
I think it was the hunger, yes. And again, because I'll say I was a bit lucky, because by the time I came here for my master's, it was in computing and IT. So I already sort of had the foundation of IT.
Okay.
In addition to maybe some other courses I had done around. So I said before, I had tried programming, I had tried networking. But you will know when something is for you,
Yeah.
when something isn't for you.
Yeah.
Now, when we are talking tech, anything data is not for me.
Oh, I see.
If you like, pay me to go and learn it. I'll probably try, but I know it's not my strong point. So I can't say because there's money in data analysis and data
Management.
and I'll go in there, because I know it's not my strong point. So to be able to change careers, first know what you want,
Yeah.
and then you will find a way to go around it. I'm sure you will ask the question as we progress, but there are ways around it, and I will share that as we progress.
Okay. So looking back, do you wish you had switched earlier, or do you believe the timing was perfect? And why do you believe so?
I feel like sometimes I feel a bit of both. But again, when we talk about the environment where we are, we don't have the luxury, permit me to say that, to actually say, I want to do this at this time, as opposed to when we're back home in Nigeria, for instance, because we're almost constrained to be able to live a certain way in this
country, yeah.
Yes. So, just like we said before, if you don't work, you can't pay your bills.
At all.
So if we do jobs sometimes that we don't enjoy doing,
Exactly.
just
I see that
because
again.
we have to pay the bills and we have to survive.
You actually work for the bills, actually.
It's pretty much that. So for a lot of people, doing what they enjoy doing then becomes like a luxury. Like, do they have the opportunity? Do they have the time? So we have to be mindful when we are talking about it too. Yes, you can change your career. It's very possible, and there are ways to do it. But at the same time, we know we still have to survive. So it's working hand in hand with both. So I'll say the timing was perfect based on this environment I live in.
Right.
Because again, don't forget there are constraints. Home office is a constraint.
Yeah.
The skill to get into some of the jobs is a constraint.
Yeah.
The skill we need to be able to match, like I said before, an engineer in Nigeria and an engineer here are slightly different.
Yeah.
If we take medicine as an example, you study medicine 7 years in Nigeria, you still have to come and write professional exams
Yeah, you
when
need
you are
that
here.
key, yeah? You still need that key number.
So it's not automatic that you come here and you just get into it. So whilst you are waiting to get whatever you need to do, those professional exams,
I mean, what do?
you have to be doing something.
Exactly. So you can't just sit down like that. And also, that brings me to the next topic. Let's talk about fear. You know, a lot of people have that fear of changing. What was your biggest fear before making the switch? And how did you overcome the fear?
So fear is a natural feeling and is a big thing for a lot of us. And that's why they say anything that has to do with change brings fear. So you have to know how to manage it. I think for me, which might be the same fear a lot of people have, is the financial side of it.
Why?
So, okay, let me use something that everybody is conversant with. I want to write professional exams to become a medical doctor. It costs money. If I write it and I fail it, that's money down the drain.
Yeah.
And then it's not one exam, it's steps. I'm paying bills. A lot of times when you are in that stage, you are just making enough to be able to survive.
So you wouldn't even want to venture into writing all those multiple exams, just so what if you don't make it?
The money
Then
just.
you save up and then you're scared. Even something as, for those that drive, something as, I don't want to use the word basic because driving is not basic here. Maybe back home it is. You know how much it costs to do lessons.
Yeah.
Do 40 lessons, then the person feels it.
Yeah.
Where is all that money gone? So I think it was the financial side of it for me. So yes, I want to change my career. I want to go more professional. I need to write these exams. I need to do this training. So which means I have to be raking whatever excess or extra is left after we've paid bills and all of that. And I have to make it count. And I have to make it matter. So it was making, the fear for me was not to fail.
Oh.
It is a valid fear, but it is also a normal fear.
It is.
So I think that was it for me, the financial side of not making sure money doesn't go down the drain.
I think that would have even been everybody's fear. To me, that would even be a bigger one to me. I don't want to waste any money. The money is not even
It's not enough
to play around with.
Exactly.
So why would I even want to venture into what will make me miss it out there? Okay, so did you ever worry about what people will say? I mean, maybe like friends, family, colleagues, or about being too old to start over again?
I didn't, and that is because, again, I'll talk about the environment we are, because we all understand how it works here. So in my immediate environment, no, I didn't. Maybe some of the concerns, which I think, looking back now, maybe shouldn't have been concerns, but they are normal concerns everyone will have, is, okay, I finished school a certain number of years. My mates that I finished school with are here, and I'm still here.
I think everybody have that feeling.
Yeah. Is it wise for me to now start thinking of changing at this point?
Yeah, so that is me saying, did you ever worry about what your friends will say, or your colleagues, or your age grade, those in your bracket?
So I think it wasn't, that's why I said, looking back now, it wasn't worrying so much about what they will say, but I think I was being hard on myself. Because if you look at it, people don't really care.
They don't care.
They don't care, but sometimes when you are in something, you feel
like they do.
You are in the spotlight.
Yeah.
People don't care, to be honest. Everyone is just trying to figure out life.
And where we are, people don't even notice anything about anybody.
Everybody's just trying to survive.
Yeah.
So yes, maybe it was me crucifying myself and going, is it the right thing? Is it the right time? Should I be doing this? But thinking back now, people didn't care.
Oh, that actually brings me to the next question. Thinking back, did you ever question your decision of switching?
No. I didn't question my decision because I had and I have where I want to go. And so I had thought about it. For me, that immigration break was a time for me to reset and actually think, okay, so when all of this gets settled, what do I want to do? And so it's like looking for diamonds in the ashes. So even though it was a bad time for me, it was a period for me to reset and plan what I wanted to do. So I'll say no. Maybe if you had asked me at that time, the answer would be different. But you're asking me now.
No.
I know. So what kept you going at that time? What was that push? What kept you going?
What kept me going? Now, again, you will be able to relate to it. An audience watching it away from this environment probably won't. But it's almost like forward is the only way. Forward is the only way. There's no option B.
There's no option B.
So if, for instance, you've put in an application, they've refused it, and you've appealed it, you just have to wait for the outcome.
Yeah.
So that's the only way. There's no looking back to say, some people might say, let me cancel and go back home, but for me,
it's not possible to go.
I wanted to see it to the end. That's what I'll say.
All right, okay. So one of the biggest concern is money, like you mentioned. How did you prepare financially before making that move?
So I won't say I prepared financially, but I'll say I was opportuned to be around people that encouraged me.
I see.
So there's a theory, they call it the people theory. I can't remember who wrote it now, John Rohn or something, that says you are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. So if you surround yourself with people that, when they say you're the average of the 5 people you spend time with, in terms of finances, your mindset, your push, your drive, that's what it means.
Yeah.
So at the time, I think I was surrounded by people that were equally hungry.
I think so. The drive was there.
So it was exactly.
Yeah.
So it was like, do you know that it's this course again? But what they are saying is that we can pay somebody, maybe like we gotta pay 50 pounds. The person will show us how to
Do it.
So it was, I think that was a plus for me, because it wasn't like I had to then save hundreds or thousands to go and do the course. I had people around me that maybe I was on level 1. I had people that were on level 3 that were still looking to get to level 10. So people I was looking up to that were encouraging me, and people that, for instance, will say, I have this book, I'll give it to you.
Right.
So it was, that helped me. So that by the time it got to where I then needed to pay for maybe an exam or a training, I wasn't starting from ground zero.
Yeah.
I had had enough of gathering information, borrowing ideas from people, doing free courses to be able to get me to where I wanted to.
Right.
So it was just a case of, okay, I'll give myself a couple of months. I'll save certain hundreds of pounds every month, and then I'll do this exam at the end of the year. So I had enough time to plan, because I didn't particularly give myself a time, but I knew that I wanted to get there. So it was based on all the constraints and other things that are around me. I'm still going to get here. When I will get there, I'm not sure, but I'm hoping it will be this year, something like that. So that helped.
It's good to always surround yourself with the right circle.
You know?
Yes.
It is.
Especially when you're in a different land, far away from home. Even while you're back home, surround yourself with the right circle.
I can't emphasize that enough, because your association will determine your acceleration.
Did you hear that? That's right. Yeah.
100%. Your association will determine your acceleration.
Wow. Wow.
So I always tell people, especially when it comes to people that want to change careers,
Yeah.
want to move into certain careers, like, pick the people you know will mentor you, or the people that have the same drive as you, because it worked for me.
It worked for me, and thank you. You mentored us when we came.
And it will help
Yeah.
push you.
Yeah.
Whenever
Yeah.
you feel like you haven't got the drive, the people are the ones that are like, run. You have it in
Exactly.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, your association, be very careful,
Yeah.
determines
Your acceleration. Wow. Okay.
So would you advise people to save money before switching careers? And if yes, how much preparation do you think is realistic?
So the first thing I'll advise is make sure you have the drive.
The drive.
That's number 1. Then understand where you are going,
I tell you.
because where I'm going will not be where you are going.
That's true, yeah.
Now, I've met people that are hungry for data. They understand it, they love it, they play with it. If I'm surrounding myself with someone like that, as an example, I'll just be in overdrive all the time, because it's taking the person maybe 20% energy. It probably will take me 80%, and I'll be drained.
That's true.
So I need to understand where I'm going. So I advise people, know where you are going, understand, have the hunger to go there. Then look for people that will encourage and mentor you to get there.
Patient. They'll be patient enough to mentor
Yes,
you.
even before you start thinking of the
Yes.
because
Yes.
you can have the money and not have the right people around you. So it's still a waste. And then you can end up going to do what you are not supposed to do, or what you shouldn't have done.
Exactly.
So
You're
once you
right.
know exactly where you are going, and sometimes you only know where you are going by trying different things. Other times you might just know from a very early stage. So once you know, then plan how you want to get there. So how much is it going to cost me?
Yeah.
For instance, some people say they want to get into project management, and the first thing they want to do is to go and write professional exams. No.
I see.
But actually, when you go for an interview, let's assume you've passed the exam. And I'm saying this from experience, because I did a lot of writing exams first before understanding skill. And then
Oh.
those exams expired, because the exams alone will not get you into a role.
Okay.
It is, number 1, your network. So people again are the major asset you need when it comes to actually moving, when it comes to career. Because when I say people are going to be the ones that will advise you. They are going to be the ones that will recommend you. They are going to be the ones that will tell you what you need to, like prepare you for interviews and all of that stuff. Not just the exam. So the exam is theory. Do you have the practical skills? That's where the disjoint is. So I won't say go and look for money to write exams and get people.
So when you say get people, how do you actually mean? What do you mean?
So we talk about networking a lot. A lot of people use it loosely as a word. So if you need something, for example, you want to get into the medical field, surround yourself with people that are already there.
I see.
Now, you can't just go on the streets and just start picking people. So it could be from your immediate network. It could be from your place of worship. It could be telling a friend that you know has those kind of links and connections. It could be just word from colleagues.
Word of mouth. So just have that community.
Have a community. It doesn't have to be a big community.
Yeah.
You can start with one, but you need that support network to be able to get you to where you want to get to.
I see. So you make mention of doing a lot of those exams that you ended up not using.
Yes.
So these people, what did they actually do for you? Did they, what I'm asking, there's somebody out there that really wants to know, that might be interested in knowing the role of the people exactly. I might have those community. What would they actually want to do for me?
So if you come to me as an example and you say, I want to become a business analyst. I'm not a business analyst. I want to become a business analyst, and I heard that there are these exams. Or let's even assume you don't tell me, you just want to write the exams. And then, let's say someone called Jane comes to me and says, I want to become a business analyst. I'll be like, okay, I have a friend that is actually a business analyst. They'll be able to advise you on how to start.
Oh, I see.
So it's things like, you can watch videos on YouTube. You can read this about requirement gathering, analysis, understand that, then apply for entry-level jobs. Don't go and start looking for the senior-level job.
Oh, okay.
People to advise you on the best path to get into it.
Oh, okay. That first stage.
Yes.
To go.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
Or if I work in Lloyd's Bank and you want to, for instance, you say you want to be a senior accountant or whatever it is that you need to get into Lloyd's Bank, I can say things like, why don't you start from like the complaints team? Because sometimes they advertise jobs internally. It's not all the jobs that you see on job boards.
Yeah.
So someone that will advise you on how to get in first.
Just get in first.
When you get in, you will then be able to understand what you need to rise through the ranks.
That makes sense. Okay. I hope I'm following up and learning from this, because I am actually learning from this as well. So many people think they have to start from scratch. What skill from your previous career turned out to be the valuable in your new role?
So no job is useless.
Yeah.
In every job you do, you acquire skills that will be transferable. So for certain jobs, what they look out for, a lot of jobs actually, is transferable skills. So I have been privy to be part of like interview panels sometimes to recruit for some senior roles. And by the time they get to the selection process, you hear things like, yeah, that person has a can-do attitude. Maybe they didn't answer the questions as good as someone that just came with a straight face and answered all the 50 questions right. But it's the personality that came out. So there are skills that you acquire from every job, and you have to pay attention to them. And when we talk about transferable skills, we are talking about things like people skills. Again, I know I talk a lot about people, but people are our biggest assets in everything we do.
Yeah.
Whether it's business, career, everyday interactions, people. So I advise people to learn people skills. That's how you communicate with people, how you deal with people, how you are yourself with people. Your people skills will transfer into any role. Communication skills, there's critical thinking, there's analytical skills, there's a lot of skills that are transferable,
I see.
depending on what you are applying for or what you are interviewing for. No skill is wasted. So never see any job you are in as is useless. It might be useless to you, but look around and see what you want to pick.
From there.
I was speaking to a friend yesterday that said she's looking to switch from care. And I said one of the biggest skills I think people can develop in care, if you pay attention, is people skills
Yes.
and empathy. Because you work with vulnerable people. And you have to have a certain level of patience and empathy to be able to carry out your job successfully. So if you can bring those skills to any role, it's a win.
Yeah, it is.
So I said to her, don't just see it as I'm just paying bills. Look at what you can get from it too.
Right. Okay.
So yes, back to your question, I think a lot of it was a blend of different skills I had gotten from one of the skills I got from customer service was patience, because I worked in complaints and you can answer 30 calls a day and all of them are complaints. And you have to have the patience of a saint not to snap at the next person. So there are skills that you pick up. I feel like that particular skill helps me a lot. Because you can be on the phone and be like this all day.
I mean, after the call, what do you do?
Exactly. But it helps you to center yourself as time goes on.
That's right.
And learn to breathe in and out. So yes, it's a blend of different skills over the years that has helped me.
Yeah. You know, you made mention of being part of those interviewers. Yeah. What transferable skill do employers value most, regardless of industry?
When you're yourself. It's hard to explain, but you can. Interviews make people tense and anxious. But as you go on, an interview can take 30 minutes. 5-10 minutes into it, you can pick up a person's personality. Aside from, away from the anxiety, you can pick up if they'll be a good fit. So if you are interviewing, for instance, for an engagement manager, someone that will be people facing and bring business in, there's something you are looking for in that person. You are not looking for someone that will be boring and just monotonous and just go, yes, no, yes. You want someone that shines through and will be like, okay, tell us of a time you've done this. The person can go, I've just gone blank, but give me a minute to think. That's you being you.
Yeah, I see. But I used to think that was a challenge or maybe like a problem, you know, when you're like, just give me a minute to think.
It really isn't, because the people there are people.
They are humans.
Yes, and they also interview for other roles, and it happens to. Anxiety and interview fear is for everybody, whether from entry level to director level.
Yeah.
Everybody gets it. Even people that are going to read speeches, they practice before they go. So it's normal. Just be yourself in whatever it is you are doing, whatever situation it is, even outside of what we are talking about in this interview.
Someone said to me, just be yourself and just see the rubbish. Just be bold and be saying your rubbish.
You can
see your personality.
Yes, you can actually be spilling non-facts with confidence, and you're like, wow,
You know?
has confidence. And that alone can get you through the door. So
That's right.
just be yourself is what I always say.
There was a time we had a team meeting and one of my colleagues, she was just chilling. What she was saying did not make sense.
But
she was bold. Which was,
and let me tell you
that was
something.
the boldness we were all looking at.
Sometimes you are in, because when you're having a conversation, especially in a group, it's easy for people to zone out.
Yeah.
It's very easy. The only people that will probably not zone out are the people that are looking for something from that conversation.
Yeah.
So if you are listening, like doing other things and listening, it will sound like the person is spilling facts, but they're actually not when you pay attention.
I see.
But you know, it seems as if people like the loudest in the room, but you have to find a blend, not just being the loudest, but also bringing in your confidence and knowledge into whatever it is you're saying. But going back to it, I think it's just being yourself.
Just be yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to switch careers but has no direct experience, how can they make themselves stand out?
So are you saying I want to be a doctor. I have no experience.
Yeah,
being a
like I
doctor.
want to be a data manager and I have no experience. How can I stand out?
Does the person actually have the hunger to be it?
So it is a hunger then.
The hunger first. Because I will tell you this in 1,000,001 conversations we have that, I think if I go back to being 16 or 18, I'll probably be a doctor. That's what I'll tell you.
That is what I will tell you too.
Why? Because I know that, or I feel like that particular career path, I'll never be home. Not because I have the interest, but I just feel like, yeah, there's money there and I want to do it.
Especially in this side of the world. Right?
Exactly. So it's, if you ask that question again, I'll rephrase. Can you ask it again?
So the question is, if somebody wants to switch career but has no direct experience, how can they make themselves stand out?
So again, is the hunger. If they have the hunger to do it, that's the first stage. They've conquered it, number one. Then number two, you have to then, what we said before, find people that can help you.
Right.
To actually be on the right path. Because some of us did a lot of trial and error before we finally found where we thought we fit in. So the easiest and the quickest way is find people that will mentor you.
I see.
Now we have a lot of people that are doing like mentoring online for a fee. It might not be something big, but the opportunities are there now. Speak to people that will help you find your path, and then you then start gradually.
Okay. So there are some jobs that are being advertised and like, even if you don't have that experience for that job, you can come in.
Yes.
There are some jobs like that. So if I want to stand out now, I just have to have the drive to even want to do that job. That's what you're trying to say, yeah?
Yes.
And I should also surround myself with the right set of people.
Yes, because the number one thing is the hunger. Now, I'll use you as an example and I'll put you on the spot here. It's your interview. You're a people person. You enjoy interacting with people. You are curious about people. You want to know more about people. I know you have worked today. I know you haven't had lunch, but you are here. It's because you have the hunger for it.
Yeah.
You did not have the hunger for it. As soon as you finish from work, you go to bed.
That's right, yeah.
So it's key to have the hunger, because no matter how tiring it is that drive is coming from what you enjoy doing.
That's
so
true.
It could be stressful to you some days, but your hunger is what is keeping you going.
Yeah.
So has changing careers opened doors that you never imagined? Tell us about the opportunity you gained because you took that leap.
It has opened doors in the sense that it has opened doors and it has opened my mind. So when you make small wins, it gives you the drive to be able to go for more.
More.
And then I said something about surrounding yourself with the kind of people you want to be like.
Yeah.
To give you that hunger and drive to keep going. So sometimes it pushes me in directions to bite more. You can do better. You can do more. Because in everything you do, you will get feedback, whether you ask or not.
Yeah.
Just like in life, there are people that will like you, there are people that will not like you. So people will give you feedback, and then there are some feedback you hear and you'll be like, hey, I have that skill. I didn't. It's because it's second nature to you.
Yeah.
I can't do what you are doing, because I'm someone who would rather just get things done in sequence. I might get drained when I'm around people for too long. It's just not a skill that I particularly have. Or let me say I could have it 30-40%. You probably have it 80%. Now sometimes hearing that feedback will ginger you to do more.
Yes.
On days when you are tired.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yes, changing careers has given me the drive to do more. It has opened up my mind a lot more. And this is because of the kind of people I surround myself with when it comes to my career growth. And it's helping me to see things in a different dimension.
Okay.
Because it's not just career. You get to an age where career will no longer carry you past there. What happens then? So it's opening up the mind to look at life beyond that. So yes, is the answer to that question.
Wow. So the opportunity you've gained because of
The fact that you took that leap you want to tell me that you actually still enjoy those opportunities?
When you say the opportunity, is it the opportunity it has opened me up to?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel more fulfilled now than in your previous career as a customer service representative?
Yes. Even though it's a lot more responsibility. If I link it back to the other question, I think I'm at a point where I sort of feel like I want to give more. There's more for people to do. Why don't you come and do this? It's easy. You can, but people have to have the hunger to want to
do it first.
To be able to see what I'm seeing. So yes, it's I enjoy what I do. I enjoy where it's taking me. I'm looking forward to where it will take me
to. Yeah.
So what does success look like for you today?
Success is being able to manage my time, because time is a luxury in this country.
It is.
So for me, success is being able to actually manage my time in my own terms, and still earn at the same time. So it's not so much money, but being able to manage my time. So being able to manage my time is spend time with my family, travel when I like, take a break when I like. That is what
success is for you, right?
So what is the biggest lesson you've learned about career growth since changing your roles in those industries?
I know it's going to sound like a broken record at this point, but my biggest lesson is understanding that people are the main assets for everything you do. People. And that is the people, again, you surround yourself with, the people you mingle with, what you give back to people, how people perceive you, how you adjust yourself. So people.
If someone is watching this today and feels stuck in a job they no longer enjoy, we have so many of us in there, in a job that we no longer enjoy, what is the first step they should take?
So we sort of touched on this at the beginning.
Yeah.
When people are in a job they don't enjoy or they no longer enjoy, again, don't forget that a lot of it is for survival. A lot of it is for trying to find our feet, to understand where we are going first. Now, once people are in there, it's like getting your foot into a room. Don't dwell on how much you hate it, how much you dislike it. Look at the positives and what it has brought to you, or for you. Look at where you were before you got it,
and the skills.
Yeah, especially for times when you are like really hating it.
Yeah.
Look at where you were and look at where you are now. Then look at where you want to go. So look at it as a wholesome journey.
Okay.
It's a step 1 to 10. Look at it as, okay, I'm on step 4. I hate it here, but I know I'm going to step 10. How do I get there?
Wow, it's been an interesting one with you. Thank you so much for pouring out so much. So before we go, we do have a very short game that we normally play in Talk with Lindalucy. You just give me one word or a short answer, okay? Comfort zone or taking risks?
Risk taker. Any day.
Passion or paycheck?
Passion. Passion, because it's passion that will get you to move in that direction.
I see.
For me, if you take paycheck, you might be stuck, because it's paycheck after paycheck.
But money is what drives everyone, is it not?
Yes.
Money is what brings out that passion.
Money is what drives everyone, but then you have to get to a point where you find that the money is no longer moving. Because your lifestyle will always adjust to the money.
All right.
So passion is what will bring you more.
Okay. Biggest career lesson that you've ever learned? Can you just let us know?
The biggest career lesson I have learned is that I talked about people being your major asset. The people on the field, so I use the word field loosely. That's the people that are doing the job. The people, let me use, like, if you are, as an example, in a construction company or whatever, maybe you are building a house, the people that are actually doing the work are the people you should look after the most.
Okay.
That's what I have learned.
So this is from Talk with Lindalucy.
I'm not going to open it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. If there's one thing I hope you take away from today's conversation, is this: you are never too old to reinvent yourself. Your age doesn't define your potential. Your willingness to take the first step does. We do love to hear from you. Have you ever switched careers, or are you thinking about making a change? Share your story in the comments, because your journey might encourage someone else who is afraid to start over. If this episode inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. This is Talk with Lindalucy, where real conversation inspire real growth. Until next time, stay hopeful, stay curious, and keep becoming the best version of yourself. Bye.